Have you ever had that strange feeling that something is about to change in your life, even without any concrete proof? As if an invisible force were trying to get your attention, nudging your heart and whispering that something greater is approaching. This perception, often mistaken for a simple hunch, is actually the beginning of a spiritual communication. When the invisible manifests itself, it rarely speaks aloud. It appears in the form of intuition, in subtle signs, in emotions that seem to have no cause. The world around you may be the same, but within you there is a different movement, a silent vibration that announces, your manifestation is already on its way, even if you can't yet see it. Perhaps you've said a prayer, or even an intense visualization, projecting the desire you hold in your soul. After that moment, the question arises, have I been heard? Am I alone? Or is this all just an illusion? This questioning is human, but it's also part of the spiritual journey. The universe, God, the higher energy, whatever you want to call it, always responds in silence first, before revealing the results in the physical world. Silence is not denial, but preparation. And if you begin to feel an inexplicable peace, a constant intuition, or even a warmth in your heart for no reason, it's because the call has already been made, and the response is already in motion. The law of attraction teaches us something profound. Everything that exists in the physical world was first born in the invisible. Energy always precedes matter. Just as a gigantic tree was once a seed hidden beneath the earth, its manifestation also begins invisibly before blossoming before your eyes. This strange sensation that pervades you, this feeling that something is coming, is precisely proof that the seed has already been planted. What you asked for already exists, it just hasn't sprouted yet. And your mission, at this moment, is to recognize the signs of spiritual growth before you even see the fruits. Think about how many times you've felt without any evidence that something was going to happen. And then, shortly after, it actually happened. They call it a hunch, but it's much more. It's a spiritual connection. When your thoughts, faith, and emotions are aligned with what you desire, your energy field expands, creating a link with the divine force. It's at this point that signs begin to emerge clearly. Dreams that seem to carry messages, unexpected encounters, impressive synchronicities. None of this is random. It's the universe moving to confirm what you've already asked for in prayer and vibration. The call of the invisible also manifests itself in small details that often go unnoticed. It could be a number that keeps appearing before your eyes, a phrase spoken by someone who knew nothing about your life, or even a song that plays at exactly the moment you most needed to hear it. These details are coded messages, reminders that there is something greater guiding your steps. When you begin to accept that this is not a coincidence, but rather spiritual language, your faith strengthens, your vibration rises, and your manifestation accelerates. What seemed distant begins to approach with speed, because your energy aligns with what you desire. That's why I say that nothing in your life is by chance, not even this moment. If you're hearing these words now, it's no coincidence. It's a sign. You were drawn here because you needed this confirmation. And this is just the first step of our journey. Understanding that before any visible change, there's always an invisible call. It's this call that prepares your mind, strengthens your faith, and paves the way for the 7 spiritual signs that reveal your manifestation is already coming. Stay with me until the end, because with each revelation, you'll realize that the invisible is already crying out within you. When a manifestation is near, the first sign usually reveals itself during sleep. You begin to have vivid dreams, so real that upon waking you feel as if you've actually experienced those situations. Often, these dreams carry symbols, messages, or even conversations that seem like answers to questions you've been silently asking. These are no ordinary dreams. They are open portals, where the spiritual finds space to communicate with your consciousness. It's as if the universe takes advantage of the calm of the night, when the rational mind is switched off, to send clear signals that the manifestation is already being prepared. Waking up, remembering every detail, feeling intense emotions within a dream, or having the feeling that someone tried to speak to you is more than just imagination. These are spiritual signs. The invisible chooses dreams because it's the moment when our resistance drops and we're most receptive to receiving answers. If you've been dreaming about situations that refer to your request, with symbols of prosperity, love, or change, understand, this isn't a coincidence. It's a manifestation showing that it has already begun to materialize in the spiritual realm before reaching the physical. But it's not just dreams that bring this warning. During the day, you begin to feel sudden intuitions, that inner voice that speaks silently but is impossible to ignore. Suddenly, you think of someone and they appear, or you feel the need to change paths and realize you've escaped a problem. Intuition becomes stronger when your vibration is aligned, because your energy is connected to the frequencies of the universe. This connection opens space for constant signs that validate the certainty that what you asked for is truly coming your way. These intuitions act as invisible guides. They don't explain everything logically, but they point you in the right direction. It's as if the universe is holding your hand, leading you through small clues, one after the other, to ensure you don't get lost in the process. Many people ignore these signs because they expect grandiose miracles, when in fact the miracle lies in the details. Intuition is the whispered miracle. It's spirituality confirming that you've already aligned with what you wish to manifest. Recognizing this first sign is crucial. When you begin to value vivid dreams and intuitions, something changes within you. Your faith strengthens, your mind calms, and your hope is renewed. And this attitude of believing in signs causes your vibration to rise even higher, accelerating the process of manifestation. You no longer feel lost and begin to trust, understanding that there is a higher intelligence organizing events. This trust is magnetic. It attracts opportunities, people, and situations that contribute to what you asked for. So, if you've been noticing unusual dreams, hidden messages and symbols, or an intuition that speaks louder than ever, understand. This is the first spiritual sign that your manifestation is near. Don't doubt, don't ignore, don't over-rationalize. Accept, be grateful, and remain open. The invisible has chosen to speak to you because the visible is already about to happen. And when the soul begins to receive clear messages in the silence of the night, or in the whispers of the day, it's because the universe has already decided to place in your hands what you asked for in prayer and faith. As manifestation approaches, the reality around you begins to take on a new form, almost as if the universe is playing a game of sending you repeated messages just to make sure you notice. Suddenly, you look at the clock, and it's exactly 11:11, then 22:22, or you see the same number on license plates, receipts, or even in your dreams. These repetitions are no coincidence. They are spiritual calls, universal codes used to confirm that you've entered the right flow. The manifestation has already been activated, and the invisible must find ways to warn you. Don't stop. Keep believing, because it's coming. It's not just about numbers. It could also be a word that appears repeatedly throughout your day, a symbol that keeps appearing in different places, or even strangers commenting on the same topic you've been silently pondering. These synchronicities are like pieces of a spiritual puzzle that gradually fit together to form the final image of what you've asked for. The universe speaks through signs, and when they recur, what's happening is an invitation to trust more and doubt less. Perhaps you've experienced this, thinking about someone, and minutes later, receiving a message from them, or pondering a difficult decision and suddenly hearing a song whose lyrics speak exactly to what you needed to hear. These unlikely encounters are one of the clearest ways to realize you're not alone. There's a force organizing the details, paving the way, aligning circumstances so that what you asked for comes your way. It's as if life is winking at you, saying, everything is under control. It's important to remember that synchronicities aren't meant to impress, but to confirm. The universe doesn't waste energy. When it begins repeating signs and orchestrating coincidences, it's because something bigger is already being prepared behind the scenes of your life. The invisible is becoming increasingly visible, and the more you recognize this, the more your faith expands. This expansion creates a cycle. The more you believe, the more signs you receive, The more signs you receive, the stronger the vibration that attracts manifestation. By understanding the value of synchronicity, you stop treating chance as chance. You begin to live in a state of attention and gratitude, understanding that every detail can be a spiritual message. This shift in attitude is powerful because it fine-tunes you to what you desire. You become able to perceive even the smallest signs, and this makes your journey lighter and full of hope. After all, nothing strengthens faith more than feeling that the universe is truly responding. So if you've been noticing repeating numbers, repeating symbols, songs that sound like messages, or unlikely encounters that bring answers, know that this is no coincidence. It's confirmation. It's the secret language of spirituality, showing you that your manifestation has already begun to approach. Accept these signs, trust them, and prepare yourself, because each synchronicity is a reminder that you're not dreaming alone. You are being guided, and everything you've asked for has already begun to move toward you. One of the most profound signs that manifestation is approaching doesn't appear outside of you, but within. It's when, for no apparent reason, a silent peace takes over your heart. It's not euphoria, it's not anxiety, but an inexplicable serenity that seems to say, everything's okay, because it's already happening. This emotional shift is so striking, it's surprising. You realize that, even in the face of external challenges, something inside you already knows the answer is on its way. It's as if your soul has received confirmation before your eyes can see it. This inner peace isn't fragile. It doesn't depend on circumstances, good news, or immediate results. It emerges as a spiritual state, a gift from the invisible that arrives before the visible. The law of attraction explains this clearly. When you connect with the frequency of what you desire, your emotions change first, because your body responds to the energetic alignment. It's as if the right vibration has already tuned your mind and heart, and now all that remains is to wait for the physical materialization. Calmness is the surest sign that you are in harmony with what you asked for. This kind of change is difficult to explain to those who haven't experienced it. People around you may even notice. You look different. You seem lighter. But even you wouldn't know exactly why. The reason is spiritual. When the manifestation is near, fear and doubt begin to fade. Hope ceases to be just a wish and transforms into inner certainty. It is this certainty that creates the magnetic field that attracts the final result. Those who vibrate peace attract peace. Those who vibrate certainty attract achievements, because the universe responds to the prevailing energy. There are stories of people who, even in the midst of difficult situations, suddenly felt that everything would work out. And soon after, concrete changes began to happen. This is because manifestation begins in the invisible. First you feel it, then you see it. The change in your emotional state is the internal testimony that something has already moved spiritually. It's the seed already germinating underground. Even if no one else notices, within you there is a garden blooming. And this is the most powerful proof that what you asked for has already been activated. Often the human mind tries to sabotage this process, seeking logic or a rational explanation for this peace. But it's not about logic, but about faith. It's spirituality's silent response telling you that you are ready to receive. If before you lived anxiously, wondering when and how everything would happen, now there is a tranquility that is not easily shaken. This is the spiritual signature of manifestation, when you feel secure even before seeing the result. So, if you've been feeling an unexpected peace, a gentle confidence that arises for no apparent reason, don't ignore it. This is one of the most powerful spiritual signs that your manifestation is near. The invisible has already begun to act, and your soul was the first to receive the news. And remember, when the heart calms before the miracle, it's because the miracle has already begun. This inner shift is confirmation that what you've asked for is about to cross the boundary between the spiritual and the physical. Another clear sign that manifestation is near is the unexpected appearance of key people in your life. They may appear as old friends who suddenly return, acquaintances who offer valuable information, or even complete strangers who cross your path at crucial moments. These people don't come by chance. They are answers from the universe, spiritual instruments used to bring you closer to what you've asked for. When someone appears with exactly the advice, opportunity, or contact you needed, know that it's no coincidence. It's manifestation in motion. Spirituality often works through human connections. A seemingly simple word can change your way of thinking. A quick conversation can bring clarity to a decision you've been putting off. Even a chance encounter in a common place can open doors that seemed closed. This is how the universe works, moving pieces on the invisible board so that your life aligns with your manifested desire. These key people appear with purposes that aren't always immediately clear, but that, over time, reveal their importance. Imagine someone who desires prosperity and suddenly receives a call from a contact offering an unexpected job opportunity, or someone who asks for love and soon meets, through a friend, a special person who will change their emotional trajectory. Stories like these reveal the grandeur of the invisible. When you vibrate in the same field as what you asked for, external circumstances begin to organize themselves, and the universe uses other people as messengers of the fulfillment of your prayer. It's important not to ignore these connections. Our rational mind often underestimates encounters and conversations, believing them to be mere coincidences without relevance. However, when you've already tuned into your manifestation, every detail carries purpose. The stranger who crosses your path could be the missing link, the bridge to the next step, confirmation that something bigger is being orchestrated. Don't close your eyes or your heart to these encounters. Receive them with attention and gratitude, because they are part of the process. Recognizing these key people is like recognizing the invisible hand guiding your journey. They appear at the right time, with the right words, and even with the right energy to strengthen your faith. And the most impressive thing is realizing that, even without knowing it, these people fulfill important spiritual roles. The universe sends them to remind you that you are not alone. Your manifestation is not just yours. It involves a network of invisible connections that work together to make everything happen. So, when new people enter your life unexpectedly, bringing exactly what you needed, be grateful. Don't doubt it. Don't minimize it. Don't call it a coincidence. Recognize it as a spiritual sign, because this is how manifestation moves from the invisible to the visible. Each unexpected encounter is a step on the ladder that leads you to what you asked for. When the right people appear at the right time, understand. It's the universe confirming that your manifestation is about to become reality. As the manifestation approaches its visible stage, the universe begins to intensify its signs. Among them, 3 are unmistakable: the spiritual tests that test your faith, the unexpected opportunities that arise without warning, and the anticipatory gratitude that arises in your heart, even before you receive what you asked for. These 3 elements function as the final stage of the process. It's as if the universe is saying, "You've already come this far. Now all that's left is to walk through the door." They are more than just signs. They are confirmation that the invisible has already moved in your direction. The first of these are spiritual tests. When you ask for something great, it's not uncommon to face situations that seem like obstacles. A challenge appears, an unexpected delay, a setback that demands patience. But these tests aren't meant to stop you. They serve to strengthen your vibration and prove that you truly trust the process. It's as if the universe is asking, do you really believe? Will you give up on the brink of victory, or will you hold firm? When you can react to these moments with calm and confidence, rather than despair, it's a sign that your energy is aligned and ready to receive. The second sign is the arrival of unexpected opportunities. Suddenly, doors that were previously closed begin to open. A message arrives. An invitation arises. A resource appears when you least expected it. These opportunities are no coincidence. They are direct answers to your prayers and visualizations. They often appear in simple ways, but they carry great power. Those who pay attention realize that these are fundamental steps that bring you even closer to manifestation. This is the universe showing that it has already prepared the means for your request to become reality. The third and most beautiful sign is anticipatory gratitude. You begin to feel joy and gratitude for no apparent reason, as if you've already received what you asked for. This gratitude comes not from logic, but from the soul. It's the spiritual certainty that what you desire is already on its way, even if your eyes can't yet see it. This feeling is one of the most powerful signs because it demonstrates absolute trust in the process. When you give thanks before seeing it, you show the universe that you truly believe, and this faith opens the way for the miracle to manifest even more quickly. These three signs together form a powerful triad. Tests test your faith, opportunities confirm that the path is open, and gratitude shows that you have already entered the state of reception. Those who learn to recognize this triad understand that they are living in the final stretch of manifestation. Nothing can interrupt it, because the spiritual realm has already decided. Now, it's just a matter of time until the invisible becomes reality before your eyes. So, if you're experiencing challenges that seem to test your patience, if opportunities are arising unexpectedly, and if your heart feels unexplained gratitude, understand, you're already at the climax of the manifestation process. Don't be discouraged by trials, don't ignore opportunities, and never underestimate the power of gratitude. These three signs are the final proof that what you asked for has already been delivered spiritually. Now, all that remains is to receive in the physical world what is already yours in the invisible. Now that you've traveled this journey, you can recognize the 7 spiritual signs that confirm your manifestation is near. They're not illusions or coincidences, but clear messages the universe sends to strengthen your faith. First come the vivid dreams and intuitions, then the synchronicities that seem like impossible coincidences. Next, the shift in emotional state brings peace before the outcome, and key people appear to confirm you're on the right path. Finally, the 3 final signs, the spiritual tests that test your confidence, the unexpected opportunities that open doors, and the anticipated gratitude that seals the process. Together, they form the invisible map that shows that what you've asked for is already approaching your life. The most important thing is to understand that these signs don't serve to speed up time, but to prepare your heart. Manifestation doesn't happen at the pace of human anxiety, but in the perfect timing of spirituality. When you recognize the signs and give thanks for them, the weight ceases to be heavy and becomes light. You stop desperately seeking proof and begin to experience the inner certainty that you've been heard. And this confidence is what makes your vibration magnetic, attracting what you desire even more strongly. Each person has a unique experience with these signs, but the pattern is universal. The invisible always speaks first. If you're noticing stronger intuitions, constant coincidences, or an inexplicable inner peace, don't ignore it. This is the universe telling you that your manifestation has already begun. Don't doubt. Don't give up. Don't stray from faith, because everything you asked for already exists. And now you're crossing the bridge from the spiritual to the physical. This is the true power of the law of attraction when combined with spirituality, transforming hope into certainty and prayer into reality. It's natural that, amidst the process, you'll still face moments of doubt. But remember, doubt doesn't cancel out manifestation. It only delays it. What accelerates it is trust. And the signs were given so you can choose to trust more and fear less. So, each time you notice one of these 7 signs, stop, take a deep breath, and say, I receive. This simple action creates an opening in your heart and strengthens your connection with the divine. It's the purest way to cooperate with what's already coming your way. And if you've made it this far, it wasn't by chance. This video, this message, is also a sign. You were guided to this content because you needed this confirmation today. So, take this moment to seal your manifestation. Declare in the comments, I receive my manifestation with faith and gratitude. This action isn't just symbolic. It's a way to align your energy with what you desire. And by writing, you'll be confirming to the universe that you're ready to receive. So, don't leave without subscribing to the channel, because each new video will be a new flame to keep your faith alive and your vibration high. Share this message with someone who needs hope, and let spirituality use you as an instrument of light. Always remember, you are not dreaming alone. You are manifesting with the divine. The invisible has already moved, and very soon, you will see with your own eyes what you have always believed in your heart. Write in the comments, "I receive my manifestation with faith and gratitude." This seals your energy and confirms what is already on the way. Subscribe and activate the bell, because in the next videos we will reveal spiritual secrets that will further strengthen your manifestation journey.